Happy Monday, we're back down in the office. I've patched up the hole in the wall. I know I said I wasn't going to do any more work in here, but I ended up having like a burst of energy, so I patched up the holes. I painted over top. I have to do a second coat when I come back. My bus leaves in like 2 hours, hour and a half, and so it's like, I don't love the fact that I'm leaving it, but it's easier to just kind of come back to it than try to get it done now when I have other things to worry about. I wasn't planning on filming today either, but my dad hit me up. He's like, hey, like, make sure you get B-roll of your bus trip this time. And I was like, I'd love to. The bus windows are super muddy. Like, you know, like, I don't think it's gonna happen. He's like, no problem. We'll just drive across Toronto. You can get some B-roll that way. So, yeah. I've been peer pressured into recording by my father, so we're gonna try and stick with it this week and like get a video going around the appointments and stuff. Like, it shouldn't take up too much of my time. I should find times in between to record. What all needs to be done in here? When I come back, the goal is to do the last coats of paint around the edges, as well as finishing the back of the desk. I haven't touched the back too much in terms of painting just because I don't really have much floor space to work with because I have my other stuff in here. So I'm thinking I'll rotate the desk, I'll paint the back and have that all set up. I'll paint the back, and then once that's done, then we can do the vinyl wrap on top, and then by next week I'll have a desk to sit at and work at, which is the goal. Other things I'd like to do during this week is I'd like to get this little corner finalized. I've decided my wakeboard's gonna go here. I just think it's a nice spot for it and it frames really well. And then below that, we'll just have the other shelf. Obviously, the shelf will be down a little bit more, but like this will be the setup here. And then if I decide in future that I want to bring in another bookcase, it can go right in between the shelves here and the desk. So that's about all I have planned really for the office. I did some unpacking. My bookshelves now completely filled up. I switched around the Disney Fairies section with my Persona section. So all of my S&T games are now on the brown unit. And I just kind of moved them there because I found a lot of my Persona manga. I don't have them all here. I also have the Persona Q, both sides series. I have the Devil Survivor series. I have Persona 3 at home, and I believe I have a Persona 4 Arena set as well as the Ultimax set here. And so it's like, leave what I have at my parents' place like there, and then leave what I have here. I can bring that stuff up later, but like I don't want to haul that with me on the bus on the way back up. I do want to grab my amiibos to put them in with the Joker amiibo I have in the closet. But other than that, it's like I'm not going to be grabbing too much to bring up. What else could we do this week? I think grabbing an extension cord at some point this week, or a power bar rather, to set up my consoles would be a good idea. I'd like to be able to play some of my console games sooner than later. Specifically, I'm really in the mood to play Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I think I 100%ed the game, actually, already, but I don't think I 100%ed the story mode. I could be thinking about Arena, though, or Arena Ultimax. I could be thinking about any of the story mode games, but I would like to play the dancing games, and if I have nothing else to do in Dancing All Night, then I'll just play 3 or 5 dancing. I'm just in the mood for rhythm games this week. It's a weird choice for games to pick. I'm not working on anything really like that. I guess Bite Fiends has its rhythm-based elements, but it's not rhythm-based, it's just timing, pressing an arrow. I think playing like different genres of games is just like really great for kind of giving you inspiration, because the more you can kind of cross things over and mesh it in, the more broader of an audience you can attract, as well as like more unique elements you'll have, because you're not sitting inside the box. As well as just like it can help give some breakthroughs for coding. Like I had a major breakthrough with Rose's Garden and the inventory system based on a turn-based combat that I was making just for fun to practice my coding. Which actually the turn-based combats now sent me down this rabbit hole where I want to start playing 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD. It's a Sega title that's for the 3DS. I got it like ages ago. I haven't touched this in forever, and I've tried to beat the game like 4 different times now, I think, over like the decade that I've owned it. I figured I'd share the winning notebook for my trip down. It's the handbook for the recently deceased from Beetlejuice. My dad got this for me, and I haven't had a reason to use it yet. I've also just been scared to use it. Whenever I get really nice notebooks like this, I'm so scared to like write in them because it's like, what if I end up scrapping all the ideas in there? But because it's just like brainstorming and coming up with ideas and understanding better the system of like turn-based combat games in like that open map kind of style, I think this is just gonna be like a good use for it, because it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh, well, I don't like the idea for this game anymore, because it's just research, right? This is just gonna be taking notes and coming up with ideas. So it's a brainstorming book, and I think that's gonna serve this really well. So yeah, this is the book for the weekend, that and my usual sketchbook. So hopefully we get this jam-packed with some ideas. Hopefully this also doesn't end up being what I just end up doing for the entire bus ride, but if that's the case, then oh well. I'm productive, even if it's not necessarily what I was intending to do. At least it's something game-based, and it's all in the name of learning and expanding my knowledge on this stuff, so who's to say it's fully a waste? Happy Wednesday. We're currently outside the Skyline Tower. Char's here. We're back down south. We're doing stuff for Char's birthday since I'm down visiting.
20.
Yeah, Char's turning 20. That's wild. So for those of you that don't know, there is a little arcade in the bottom of the Skyline Tower. So we're gonna go.
Guys made a really good video on it. I don't know that any of you can watch them, but good video game fun.
The legend spoke true. Skylon Arcade.
We're gonna go play some video games, and then we're gonna go to the Flying Saucer for dinner, per Char's request. Mum's absolutely trekking ahead of everyone. Slow down, woman. I am fine with that. Okay, you're tucked in there. This is like the quietest corner in the arcade, but I'm kind of thinking I want to do some cute little photo shoot with the my lead developer. I've got Axel in my backpack right now, so I'm thinking I'm gonna find a spot with him, and we're just gonna take some shots, and whatever works, I'll post on my Instagram, so that way I have something to put up. Cause like I haven't posted anything with my team yet. Oh, hold on. He's going in that. Axel's riding the car, or what are the horses? Okay. I think we're going with the car. Happy Saturday. I'm a bit of a mess, but we're back down in the basement. My plan originally for today was I wanted to finish painting the desk. I bought rollers to get the back and the smaller bits done, and then I forgot those rollers in my dad's car down south. So until I get a new set of rollers, that's put on pause. The desk is still workable though, so we might work at it still next week. I just won't have the vinyl wrap done on it until I get the rest of it painted, because I have to go in on the back, but I'm gonna try and do what I can with the big roller. For the back side, I think it might just end up being that little drawer cabinet thing that we don't get done, which that's fine. Instead of painting today though, we're gonna just do a little bit of restocking in here. I have my Animal Crossing amiibos that I bought from down south, and I'd like to put those away in the cabinet behind me, and then I have my Pop restock that I want to put in the mini fridge. We have Canada Dry Ginger Beer. I meant to check, where are these? Proudly bottled in Canada. Okay, that's one. Also Canada. Cool. Okay, that's fun. They brought back strawberry Fanta though. I'm really hunting for like the cream soda Fanta. I remember having it as a kid, and it's like that weird thing where it's like, it's a pink can, but the flavor is like green grape. And so it's just like a more sour kind of grape soda. And like, I'd kill to get my hands on it. But for now, this will suffice. So yeah, we'll get those packed away in the mini fridge. And I think like that's gonna be it for this week. Busy, productive week. It's a good week. Productive in the sense of like, I got like my medical stuff done. I went down south, I hung out with my family, and like that's always fun. I'm not going back until April. Then next week I just have an appointment on Monday to worry about, and like we're done, we're in the clear. Please. We're doing our end of the week segment in front of the fridge because this is where I chose to sit. That's a lie. I didn't want to get up after restocking the fridge, so I'm chilling down here for the moment. But our goals for next week, I want to hang the shelf and whiteboard. I have the command strips to hang the whiteboards. I just need the help with the shelf, so I'm gonna pester Liz's husband and hopefully get help with that. Otherwise, I may give it another try. I just need to figure out a better method. But hopefully I'll get that to work and we'll get the shelf up. I gotta pop to Dollarama. I'm thinking, since I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna see if they have the round wooden plaques, and then we'll paint those to be the lily pads and get those hung up as well. And then obviously grab the small roller to finish off the desk. I'm gonna paint what I can with the big roller. Probably not till like Monday, Tuesday, but if I can get the small roller, then I can make sure everything's finished up on it, and then we'll just get the wood vinyl on top. And if I get the desk done at the start of the week, then the end of the week we can hopefully get back into development because the office setup will be done. Once the desk is done, then we can set up the consoles and have all those cords kind of hooked up to their proper systems, and I'll have the power strip going so that way I can just plug them into the bar and alternate as I need. My train of thought is like not with it today. I've done this outro like 8 different times. So Dollarama, desk, consoles, whiteboard, shelf. While I'm out at Dollarama, I'm gonna see if Liz wants to pop by Best Buy. Like, cause then I'll go do like Best Buy Dollarama with her. Otherwise I'll just take the bus to go do it. But I want to pick up a tripod so I can stop borrowing hers every time I need to film, as well as a ring light to try and help with the shadows I have in here. And yeah, I have a gift card that I need to use up, so it feels like an appropriate use for him. Hopefully they have something, and we'll kind of get that all ready to go. And I think that's like the last thing we really need for like office setup. then it's just gonna be some tidying in here from like all the painting supplies and whatnot. And yeah, getting the desk back into place, getting the vinyl wrap on top, and we'll be good to go. Next week I'm also planning on showing off the work I did on Rose's garden this week. I meant to film a segment of that, I haven't yet, but all I really did was update the kitchen background and the greenhouse background. I don't think I filmed a segment of that for this week. If I did, then I guess it's in here, but as of the moment I don't remember doing that. So that'll be a different focus. Maybe I'll get some more sprite work done and I'll have that to showcase too, because yeah, the greenhouse has basically been scrapped because I need to redo all the potted plants, and I'm gonna have to overhaul the planter mechanics as well, and it's a teensy weensy bit of a headache that I'll revisit at some point, but for now I'm not worried about it. I'm not touching it. Coding is a end of the week next week problem. Once I get the start of the week stuff all figured out, and if I don't get it done then the week after that we'll do coding, because yeah, the office should be done by that point. Which is a really exciting thought. Like, we're already in March and I'm only getting it done now, but I think it's fair with like the traveling, and then I've done breaks in between for like game development and stuff, and so it's like realistically I think maybe a month has gone into this space for just like the time spent, probably less than that, but it's been spread out for so long that it feels like I've been working on this for ages, and it's like I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna get there eventually. It's like, no, there's been a lot of interruptions, so the fact that it's almost completely finished in the time frame that I've gotten it done, like, I'm really proud of that, and I'm excited to be in here and working. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, calmer, more routine uploads moving forwards. No more excitement, please. Normal 2025. I've done all my crazy for the start of the year, and let the rest of the year just flow smooth. But until then, thank you all so much for following along with my development journey and all of my love. Try that again. Thank you all so much for following along with my development journey on Rose's garden, as well as just like the office space at this point. It means a lot to me, and I hope you all take care. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.